Oh, Hana, also, before I forget, and this is where our waterfall is going to be.
This guy's an animal, man.
A nice, thick, it's going to be about 4,000 gallons. Remember how bad the ballin' on a budget.
Hana Hui A Maui.
Aloha, my ohana. It is your boy back in it to win it. Now, if you're new to the channel, let me be the first to give you a nice big warm aloha and welcome. On my channel, we talk about everything aquatics, whether it be freshwater or saltwater, goldfish and koi ponds, local fish store tours, fish rescues, product reviews, and DIY projects in the hobby. Well, ohana, I got another exciting video for you guys today. But before we jump in, let me show you guys something. This is my above ground pond. I haven't showed you it in a while, especially after all of the algae is gone. Remember how bad the algae was? Let me actually give you an angle right here, and I'm gonna show you what it used to look like. Isn't that crazy, right? Look at it. It's pretty much all gone. By the way, all the koi and goldfish are doing great. You can see my Taniguchi right there, Mike Gucci, my golden corn. Ooh wee. He is blazing, still looking good. Look at him swimming around. No really big changes though. You guys are probably wondering why I have these cinder blocks inside the above ground pond. Stay tuned for a future video. We're gonna do something fun and cool, something I've always wanted to do. You can see all of the koi are doing great. They're all hanging out. I just gave them a little snacky snack, but wanted to show you guys, you know, the above ground pond and how they're all looking. Oh, my blind shoe bunking goldfish. Oh, there he is, Daredevil. Born with no eyes, completely blind, but look, it just knows how to navigate throughout the pond. The actual goldfish love these cinder blocks in here because they use the holes there for a little bit of coverage, so I see them darting in and out of them. Even some of the smaller koi. Obviously, Fitz can't fit through there. My big Sanke koi right there from Fitz Fish Ponds. Look at him. Such a beaut, huh? But anyways, the above ground pond's doing great, as you can see. We got some growth, more and more every day. The red canna are growing in. We got the iris. We got some yellow canna right there starting to bloom. Some new leaves growing in. Super excited for that because this is gonna look absolutely beautiful once it grows in. Oh yeah, let's touch base on the pond lily too. Look at that, huh? Man, the pond lily, all the lily pads are coming in. Love, love, love it. Yeah, I can't wait for all this to grow in. And by the way, we got a new fence too. Look at that fence all the way down. Hoo 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 hoo. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Just adds more to the background here, you know. But anyways, yeah, this is the above ground pond. I wanted to show it off to you guys. Oh, Hana, also, before I forget, you see this signature island silver crown that I have? This is my very own signature crown with my logo. It says Hawaiian Fish Keeper on it. I'm gonna do a giveaway on one of these crowns, so stay tuned towards the end of the video. I'll tell you guys how you have an opportunity to win this bad boy, and it's gonna be a blast. Also, I gotta do an update for you guys on all the aquariums in the house. I haven't done one in a while. We're about due. I know I've been spending a lot of time on Tiki Falls 4.0 and Tiki Lounge in the garage, the new fish room. Speaking of Tiki Falls 4.0, my boy Dennis is on his way, so I'm waiting for him right now, and we're gonna get started on the wall. Now I'm so excited when we do any type of project on Tiki Falls 4.0. If you guys have no idea what Tiki Falls 4.0 is, it's going to be my new goldfish and koi pond. It's going to be about 4,000 gallons, and I'm actually vlogging the entire thing. So if you guys want to see like the stages from the beginning, we just recently started. I created a Tiki Falls 4.0 playlist. I'll leave a card up above. Go ahead and click that card. I think there's a couple videos in there now. This is probably the third one, so you guys will see how I'm building this pond from start to finish. Now, in one of my most recent videos, I showed you guys how we installed these I-beams in the ground. Now, these I-beams are a crucial part of the build because they're gonna hold the retaining wall. A lot of the dirt that we're gonna be digging out of the ground is gonna be back here. And this is where our waterfall is going to be. In order to stage that dirt, we gotta have a retaining wall back here. So that's where these I-beams come in. So don't worry, my boy, wait, he might be here. Huh. I think Dennis is here. I can hear the dogs in the background barking. So let's go ahead and let him in and show you guys what we're gonna do. All right, my ohana, we are back in it. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dennis Riesche from Dennis Riesche Heating and Air, the global warmer, another sponsor of this video. I gotta thank my boy, man. So anyways, we're gonna get busy. We're gonna get out to his truck. We got a bunch of lumber to unload off of his truck. So my boy's gonna be Paul Bunyan again. Let's go. Okay, so while my boy is carrying that big, I don't know, what is it? 20 foot by 14 inch. I'm gonna carry this. This is the hard stuff right here. This is the hard work. This is a lot of deltoids, a lot of traps to hold this bottle up. So just doing my part. This guy's an animal, man. He's like the true Paul freaking Bunyan, man.
It's a man, baby.
Look at him. Look at him.
It's a man.
Watch out, weenie dog, before you get ran over. Oh my goodness. Look at this guy, man. Come on. Shh. What is that, a 20 footer? 20 foot redwood. Dude, you're the real live Paul Bunyan. I don't know, we'll just call it redwood though, right? It's red and you know, it sounds good on camera, so. All right, my ohana, this is where things come into perspective for you guys so you guys get a better understanding. This wood here is 3 by 14, so it's kind of a rare cut. 20 foot long, we got 3 of them. Now I gotta give a huge shout out to Meeks Lumber. They did us a solid by only charging us $100 for all 3 pieces because they were a little warped, right? Were they a little shifty?
Yeah, twisted.
Yeah, it twisted a little bit, but for a retaining wall, that's all we needed. We're not gonna build a house with it. And if you were to buy these 3 pieces, I don't know, what are they, about $4,000 nowadays with the price of wood. So we're gonna cut this up right in half, or maybe no, it's one big cut, huh? 12 foot long, 6 feet long.
We're cutting down to 6 feet.
I'm lost, okay? That's why he's in charge and I'm just his helper. 6 feet, we're gonna cut it to 6 feet and we're gonna stack them. And you guys can actually see the process. So as you see our I-beams, the next shot you'll see is probably us cutting it and then sticking them in the slots. Check it out. The first cut, now you're gonna see what we mean by the retaining wall.
So this is pressure treated lumber.
Uh-huh.
You see all these little cut marks?
Yeah.
Those are little knives that stab into it and inject a coating on this wood. So if you look at the end is coated as well. But if you look at the cut end, you'll see that's how deep this copper went into the wood. It doesn't go very deep into the lumber.
Oh, you guys can see that, yeah.
You can actually get better treated lumber, higher grades. There's multiple grades. It goes all the way up to like marine grade where it can go into salt water, into the mud, the marsh, and it'll just last for a very long time. But when you make a cut, you want to coat this end as well. And so we have some material to paint on the end before we put it in just to help it last longer.
And that's where the mind of Dennis Riesche comes into effect, because if I cut the wood, I would have cut it and stuck it in the little slot here in the I-beams and it would have been a wrap. I wouldn't even have thought to coat the end to just pretty much seal it. But I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna coat it with. It's called copper green brown wood preservative. What do you call it, Dennis?
I call it green death.
The green death, AKA. So this is what we're gonna treat the wood with. The ends, we're just gonna what, brush it on with a brush?
Correct.
Okay.
What I like to do is actually set it in a pan and soak it for an hour or so.
Oh,
But
wow.
We're just painting it for this
Okay,
space.
gotcha. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and soak this, what do you call it, liquid green? What do you call it? Death?
Green death.
Green death.
They don't make it green anymore, now it's all brown.
I know, that's why I was like, where'd you get the word green from? And whammo, look at that, just soak. How much do we put in there? A lot? Soak it in there? Oh, okay. Hey, don't have to yell at me, jeez, man. Jeez. He's so demanding. We'll do like a nice thick coat, nice and smooth. All right, so now that we coated the ends, this is the exciting part. Dennis is gonna slide them down. There you go. Boom, off with his head.
Off with his head.
Look at that. Oh gosh. So if you guys want to know how to build a nice little retaining wall, maybe this will inspire you to, you know, do one. I'm gonna call it a Dennis Riesche original. Oh, Caltrans. Oh, Caltrans. Really? Do they? Ah. So just so you guys know, Caltrans, this is the way they build their retaining walls. Interesting. Wow, look at that, guys. Look at that. Oh, man. It's going to be crazy. All right, so Dennis brought up a good point.
So with our I-beams, we can actually do 2x12s, 2x10s, and the dirt is going to push all the way against this, and so it doesn't matter if there's a little gap here. And so you can use multiple dimensions of lumber, whatever you can get your hands on for cheap.
Gotcha. Because we're balling on a budget.
Rolling with the home.
Yeah, you know, that's like the channel motto is balling on a budget. We got these 3 20-foot pieces of pressure treated wood for $100, man. Like I said, a big shout out to Meeks Lumber in Vacaville. Now check this out, Ohana. Now, you know, you did hear Dennis talk about different types of wood as far as height goes. We are still gonna be looking for wood, right? We're not gonna have obviously enough wood to fill up every single I-beam. You might see different dimensions of wood inside the I-beams, but it doesn't matter because it's gonna be covered with dirt. So it's not like you're gonna see this wood at all. You can see how high it is. We'll probably come up maybe about 3.5 feet high, maybe the max. So that's just giving you guys a heads up, okay? We're not gonna have the same type of wood all the way around, you know, dimensions may be a little bit different. Now, some of you guys that are new to the channel and some of you guys that have been watching the channel for a while may look at Dennis as Superman, but you know Superman has kryptonite. And let me show you guys what his kryptonite is. This right here. Yeah, Dr. Pepper is his weakness. Every time he comes here to work, I stock up in Dr. Pepper. I don't even drink Dr. Pepper. I know he does. So he drinks, I don't know, probably about what, 12 liters of this stuff every time you come here?
Minimum
So
6 a day.
6 a day minimum.
Man, you tripping. Why you doing that, man?
I mean, you can't be mad at him. I mean, a lot of us drink coffee. I drink coffee, but I don't drink 6 coffees a day.
Yeah, that's a damn lie.
This is his weakness, guys.
Oh my God.
Dr. Pepper. Hashtag Dr. Pepper for Dennis down in the comments. I asked him if he wanted a drink since I was standing here with it, and he said, yeah, sure, look at it. Oh, he's gonna die! He's gonna die! So right now, what Dennis is doing is just digging a little trench, so when he sets the pieces of wood down, they kind of are flush with the ground a little bit. All right, Ohana, there you go. So we got this thing started. You know, we still got a couple more boards to go up a little bit higher over here. It's coming together. You know, you guys got more of a visual. We're gonna have, you know, a couple panels right there, another one right there, probably another 1, 2 up here. So you're gonna see it's gonna kind of gradually go up higher in the background. All this here is gonna be dirt. We're gonna be slowly dumping dirt over here, packing it down. That is our retaining wall. What do you got for us?
Okay, so here we only did 1 post because I'm cheap and didn't want to buy a whole bunch of posts. But over there on that far corner, you could see how we did 2 posts to make the turn. Okay, so over here I'm going to bring my welder, and we're going to take this angle iron, and we're going to put it in here.
Ah,
weld it
gotcha.
on there, and that'll give us the area to drop.
You're gonna
the
weld
wood
it
down.
where? On this back
I'm going to weld
side?
the back side.
Oh,
I probably
okay.
will weld on the inside as well.
That way he's gonna angle it, and then we can match it with this side. That's how we're gonna get our wood right here. So that was one of the reasons why we didn't put a piece of wood here, is because, you know, my man's got to do a little bit of welding, that's all. So he's got this PVC pipe in his hand right here. He's gonna give you guys a little visual.
Basically, I want to bring my pipe along here and then follow along the backside of the retaining wall so we can access all the plumbing. And then over here, I want to place a big boulder here so it hides it, so you won't be able to see from the patio all the way
Okay,
across.
like right about in here, huh?
Correct. And then we'll put another boulder up on here, so all of this will be hidden along here.
I know a lot of you guys don't have that visual yet. You guys are probably saying, oh, it's just so symmetrical. It's just an L. This is all gonna be kind of covered. You gotta visualize it's gonna be dirt really up high like this. So you're not gonna see any of the wood, you're not gonna see any of the pipe, because we're gonna cut that to size once we get, you know, the max height that we want. So you're not gonna be able to see into this wood. This is just gonna be a big mound of like dirt. We're gonna have plants planted everywhere, sago palms. We got, you know, red canna, yellow canna, bird of paradise, asparagus plant. Gotta have hibiscus, man. Gotta have hibiscus. So yeah, this is all going to be the waterfall area. We're gonna have pooling areas, little rapids, and then it's gonna dump into here. As you can see, I highlighted so you guys get a better understanding of what the pond's going to be like. So this red, this is all gonna be pond, all inside here. Give you guys a visual. and then it's gonna go all the way down to this side over here. And as you can see, I drew another red line in here. This is only gonna be about a foot deep. That's for these guys. These little dogs like to go in the water and mess around. So this is gonna be about a foot, and then it's gonna drop down here to about 2 to 3 feet, and there's gonna be a ledge that goes all the way around. And so the deepest part will be probably down towards this end, which will be about 4 feet maybe. Dennis is still pushing 5 or 6, but we'll see. So just wanted to give you guys more of a visual, you know. All that there will be covered as you see the red line. So that will be filled in a little bit more. This will be all dug up. As you can see, we're already halfway there. And yeah, so this is more of a visual. And then as you can see from this red line here and beyond, all over there is going to be the waterfall. So it's going to be not just I mean, you guys may be looking at this big area like, wow, that's a lot of waterfalls. There's going to be a lot of dirt, a lot of rock, a lot of plants. You know, pretty much the waterfall is going to be right down in this little area. Might be 2 drops, maybe a drop here, drop there. So we're not exactly sure. We're just going to kind of freestyle it, and you guys are going to be along on the journey with us. All this rock obviously is going to be used, guys, inside the pond, on the outside of the pond. And then that'll leave this area here, this little grassy area, which I plan on doing like artificial grass, maybe putting green, maybe 2 or 3 holes. Just something simple and cool to mess around with. But those big boulders right there, I don't know if you guys can see the camera or on the video, it doesn't do it justice. Those things are flipping huge, man. This one right here is huge. That one right there. So a lot of these boulders were over here in the corner. I actually had to roll them over here, man, which, oh, it's 4 feet long. Look at that thing. You get right there. Just you standing next to it can give everybody a size, you know. And you're a big dude. What are you, about 6'3"? This is nowhere near the rock that we need. And you know, we got more rock over there, which will probably be used for like little filler rocks in between the big runs. So that's gonna be fun. And then we're gonna have another adventure, where we're gonna go out and get some rock. My boy Dennis has a big trailer, so that's how we hauled all these rocks. So yeah, stay tuned for another adventure with the dynamic duo, man. We're gonna go ahead and bring in some more boulders and show you how we do that at a very, very low cost. Hopefully it's $3.99. That's what we're hoping for. Dennis has a lot of connections. A lot of his clients have a lot of property, and on that property lies rock. And so we're super blessed. I'm lucky that he knows people that have boulders on their property and rock, and excavators too, right? So we're able to move the rock, put them on his trailer, load them up, and bring them here. So we are going to do a video on that, so stay tuned. All right, my ohana, just like I promised, the giveaway on my custom signature island silver crown. These are the rules. Super simple. You got to be subscribed to the YouTube channel Hawaiian Fish Keeper. Next, you got to go over to Instagram and make sure you follow me on Instagram. Let me show you the crown. It is nice. Look at that, It's a beautiful purple. I love this one. This one is tight. There it is. Brand new, custom signature Hawaiian Fish Keeper Island Silver Crown. Last but not least, you got to submit a minute or less, under a minute, because I think that's the amount of time that Instagram allows a video. You got to send it to me via Instagram. A video of your best impersonation of your boy. Now, I'm going to let you know right now, the funnier, the better, because the judge of this is going to be Mrs. Hawaiian Fish Keeper, and she's my biggest fan, but also my biggest hater. So the more you tease me and make me look like a fool on camera, the more she's going to love it. So she's going to pick the winner, and that's it. And then I'll ship this bad boy out to you, and you'll have your very own custom signature Hawaiian Fish Keeper Island Silver Crown. Super simple. We're going to have some fun with it, like I said earlier. So I'm the one who's always creating content for you. So now I want to sit back, relax, have a few laughs, and watch the content you create for me, ohana. So that's it. Super simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys on the next video. Much love and aloha.
Hana Hui A Maui.